Beauty of noticing or witnessing or observing is allowing it to be shown exactly how it is shown. I sat with myself for a very, very long while. And one question I always ask is to myself the things we do and why we do them. And I just sit with that the things we do and why we do them. And as I was sitting with myself, I came to a realization of phases that we all go through. Not the same, similar, but always unique. And it will always be unique because every single one of us, every living matter being, has fully grasped that they have their own perception. Now, when we come to that realization that we have our own perception, one thing I noticed in my journey was I went from a succession of pain. From pain, it went to religion beliefs and the break of them, releasing myself from all the belief systems, coming to a self realization that if I was the only one that existed, would all these belief systems exist? Absolutely not. So I came to a self realization that it is all man made. Then it came to medical. Then it came to brain. These were my phases of myself, perceived self. How I went from what you think, what you see, what you hear, what you say, how you feel, you co-create. You co-create. And I still true to form, still believe that to be true. But then I start watching what the niche is, what the trend is. And I see how the trend has transformed. I see the trend from it being the brain to being to the neuron to being the aliens to being and you see all these different types of niches existing, which allows every individual to have their own unique experiences. What I'm getting at is regardless what you hear, whether on social media, regardless what you hear from a friend, a foe, a colleague, a work colleague, a boss, a teacher, a guru, a Gita, whatever you give them a label to, there are a lot of projections out there. It's easy to tell someone what they think your life should be like. And your brain can capture that. And if you make it real for you, it becomes real. But in that real is still only an illusion. It will be so real to allow you to experience the experience. Now, I know I sound like that I'm going from one extreme to the next. But in the end, the ultimate thing that I can express for the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes that I have spoken, the ultimate thing that I can express, fear is not real. All that exists, all that is available as existence, it will never be real until you define it as real. And that goes back to belief. So if you believe it in certainty that it is real, then it becomes so real for you. It becomes so real. We can add as many labels as we want. We can choose to add more labels. But we have to come to the ultimate inner standing. I don't own anything. I don't even own the words that I am expressing. It is free for all to use. I don't own it. I own my time. That's it. My time, I own. That's it. As a human, that is what is owned to me. My valuable, valuable time. And I get to choose what to do with my time. And what I do with my time is the world that I carry in me, through me, which then reflects back to me. If I still seek to be seen, to be heard, to be out there, then I still haven't found the ultimate enemy. And some way, somehow, I'm going to attract every individual out there to trigger that seed of remembrance. Because it's all out there, available for everybody. There is no right, there is no wrong. Emotions are not real. They're just a nervous system reacting, an atom and a neuron, or electron, whatever you want to fucking label it. A positive and a negative, fire and water. Which allows us to see this human form, which allows us to have these experiences. And in these experiences, it allows us to express it and explore it how you choose to. Regardless of how you express it, you cannot be everybody's box of chocolate. It's impossible. Because no one can see themselves as the ultimate selves yet. And I say no one because it then takes away the full ultimate experience. You're never stuck. You never were stuck. But if you make it real for you, it will feel stuck because you're making it real for you. So after all this blah, 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 fish cakes that I have expressed to you, the ultimate message that I can give to you is live the life you want to live. Live the life you want to live. Because in the end, it is your world you're living in. Make it real. Make it whatever you want to. But make it personal for you. Let that sink in. Food for thought.